Equity, last question. Equity's dried up a lot in the last couple of years and it's starting to come back. What do you think what's going to happen? What's the driver to put equity into real estate? A lot of my friends who were raising money before were saying, hey, I'm getting a X% return in the stock market. I'm going to put my money in the stock market. It's going to give me 6-7%. It's no risk, haha. No, I'm saying haha. And now they're saying, no, AI is really real estate. So give me a quick viewpoint on your opinion of what people are saying.
Like you always got to look at the inflation adjusted income, right? So if inflation is running at 2.5 to 3%, and you're earning 4.5, you're making a 1.5% thing, and you buy that $1 million, $100,000, $10,000 term deposit at the end of 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, you get back is that $10,000. You got to take the inflation out of it. And I'm going like the advantage of gold with income, the real estate thing. My real estate metaphor is that $1 million or $2 million of real estate. It is essentially an inflation hedge because inflation costs go up, so the replacement costs go up. And so just with the inflation on the construction costs, if it costs $1 million to build today, it'll be in 5 years it'll be $1.3 million or $1.2 million, and let alone population drivers on it. And you get the same, a 4.5% return is very low in the real estate market. Like you and I would say, what? Core plus is 5.5 today. What would you say, Richard? Depending on the asset. Okay, but like depending on the market.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, a low of 5 in downtown Toronto.
Yes.
Maybe and a high of 7 or 8 in a tertiary market or something like that.
Yes.
And that's higher than the bond, and you have the built-in inflation protection of the real estate.
Right.
Well, I buy the term deposit, and it stays long term, and you have the risk that in 3 or 4 years, your 4.5% term deposit you can only reinvest it at 2. Well, if you buy that real estate today at 5. In 3-4 years, you still get 5. In 10 years, actually the rent's going up usually. In 10 years, you're making 9-10 on a cash basis.
Right. And also, you're paying down any leverage you have, so that's also for savings too.
Well, real estate is the largest investable asset class in the world by far.
Yeah.
Everybody has to own it, and it's not going away. People talk about AI and technology, and that's all great. But in 50 years ago, a kitchen looked relatively the same. The oven changed. But the kitchen didn't look the same, bed isn't so different, living room's not so different, a chair's not so different, that's right. And I can guarantee you, I'll bet all the money in the world that in 100 years, there'll be a chair in the living room, there'll be some sort of a thing that heats up your food, whether it's a microwave or that sort of thing for your food, something that keeps it cold like a refrigerator.
Right.
There's going to be a bathroom with a toilet and a shower, physically that's not changing an awful lot. And so we see one of the great aspects of real estate is not subject, a lot of real estate asset classes are not subject to the same level of technological change that you have with, cars. Are they going to disappear because they're going to be all self-driving, that sort of thing.